Good Friday evening to you. Richard Scott here for the forecast update. We've got some rain and thunderstorms coming in for parts of the weekend, but understand much of the weekend is going to be warm and dry. Tonight, this recording about 9:45 and this Friday night, a few showers on that Highway 278 corridor between Hamilton and Coleman. Not much rain south of there. I don't expect much south of there for tonight. 69 in Tuscaloosa, again this recording about 9:45 this Friday night. Pretty warm out there, much warmer than this time last night, especially the night before. South wind at about 10 miles per hour up in Summit and 64. This in southeast Walker County. Temperatures across the board in the 60s, except for Gadsden, a little bit cooler there in the mid-50s. There's all the rain to our north tonight with this weak upper-level disturbance and moving on by. Again, all the rain stays over North Alabama, South and Central Alabama, all dry. 70s at this hour, stretching back into Louisiana and Central and East Texas. We'll see that here tomorrow as this warm air mass continues in place. And again, tonight, temperatures will drop back in the low 60s. Watching a developing storm system back to the west, some snow over the Rockies and northern plains. And meanwhile, we'll be watching thunderstorm development to the southeast. Some of those could be strong to severe during the day tomorrow. Let's show you this in our forecast model. This is one of our computer models we use. 7 o'clock in the morning, mostly dry, warm. By the afternoon, 4 o'clock, we'll be watching trends carefully. I think for far west Alabama, really Pickens, Lamar, Fayette, Marion, Winston, those counties in west and northwest Alabama do stand a better chance for seeing a stray severe storm or two. And as it comes to the evening hours, the storms will begin to weaken as they trim southeastward. Once they get south of I-59, I do expect some rain and thunder late Saturday night, but the severe weather risk will have diminished at that point. Sunday, by the way, going to be a mild day. We're back at the 70s, a mixture of sun and cloud cover. Again, in terms of the risk of severe weather, the better chance will be over northwest Alabama, really for areas along into the north of Interstate 59. So if you're in Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, Gadsden, points northwest, you're in a risk, but the better probabilities will be back in North Mississippi, West Tennessee, and eastern Arkansas. The time frame we're looking at is noon through 11 o'clock. May be able to narrow that down just a bit more, but again, that's the general time frame when there's a chance there could be a severe storm. In terms of the types of severe weather, all modes are possible, but again, this is on the low end of the scale. There could be an isolated tornado or two over northwest Alabama and parts of west Alabama. Wind damage possible, some of the thunderstorms. Again, that's an isolated risk. Could see some small hail, flooding at this point, not expected. The rest of the weekend, Sunday looking pretty good, back at the low 70s. So again, 60 tonight, a few showers north tomorrow. Thunderstorms arrive, but keep in mind much of the day will be dry. Here's your 7-day, low 70s on Sunday. We do drop back at the upper 60s on Monday, then we're back at the 70s on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. More rain and thunderstorms coming in. It looks like late in the day on Thursday into Friday. Hey, don't forget, by the way, the time change happens Saturday night before you go to bed. Set your clocks ahead 1 hour. As you know, we will tack on that hour to the sunset time, but we lose it in the morning. It's going to be dark a little bit later in the morning. So if you're used to the sun coming up at the 6 o'clock hour, now it's going to come up during the 7 o'clock hour. But as you know, as we go towards summer, the daylight in the beginning, in the morning of the day, and at the end of the day will continue to kind of expand out a bit. All right, that's your forecast update on this Friday night. We'll be here this weekend watching the weather. On Saturday, if we have a severe thunderstorm, we'll be here as well. If we have a tornado warning, you can join us live on WVUA 23. Also on WVUA23.com, we stream severe weather coverage on there as well. Everybody have a good night.